This is the first episode of Dinner for Dad. The concept is very simple. I will be cooking a meal for my dad, which is what I have to do because I live here and that's my rent. So he's mad at me today because I got too drunk last night. So I have to make extra special meatballs for him so that he stops being mad at me. So we're just gonna do some meatballs with some really basic marinara sauce. Dad does not eat carbs, and so, or he eats really low carbs for his diabetes, and so it's really simple. Onions. I like to use any really simple brand of tomato sauce or crushed tomatoes without anything added to it because I'm adding my flavor because it's better than anything that you can buy in the store. The most important part is that you get a tomato sauce where the tomatoes were grown in Italy because they're a billion times better. In some butter. Ooh, I forgot something. Also a key ingredient in our sauce. I just pour it right out of the box, just like when I drink it, pour it out of the box into my mouth. Okay. So while these are sauteing, we're gonna form the balls. Okay, simple seasoning, just salt. To hold it together, I use almond flour, which is just ground up almonds, rather than regular flour. It adds it adds a bit of a nutty, yeah. So I don't know, I just kind of wing it, couple little handfuls. 2 eggs for binding. I also never learned how to crack eggs with one hand. That would look so cool right now if I could do that, but I can't. Okay, now I'm going to meat and the almond flour and the eggs and mush them and combine them. Ooh, I should have put the salt first because now I'm going to have to wash my hands in between. Actually, maybe I'll have my fine assistant come in and do the salting of the balls. Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah.
Oh.
You have a new job. The salt's right here. So just salt until I say when. That's good. Because there will be, are you getting how disgusting this looks? And I just got my nails done yesterday. I'll show that off. Oh no, I have to do it the right way, huh? The next thing that we add, so the onions actually, I like for them to get like a little bit crispy. Yeah, so I like for the onions to get crispy, so we're gonna keep them in the saute for right now. Meanwhile, I'm gonna chop up this basil, which I picked from my basil plant. I like this amount of basil, whatever that is. It's really important for this sauce that you use real basil because dried basil lacks the intense flavor that the grease the pan so that your balls don't stick to it when you try to remove them. Yeah, just take a little handful and roll them around a little bit. Be tender with them because.
I was talking about washing your hands.
So as you're forming balls, you're gonna notice that you get meat stuck to your hands, and a way to reduce the amount of meat that gets stuck to your hands is just wet your hands with cold water. That was close. Wet your hands with cold water and then continue to form your balls. And look at that, much cleaner. Okay. As you can see, we've got some balls prepared. These are going to go into the oven for about 25 minutes on 350. Yeah, get my pretty nails in there.
Focus.
Which is really exciting. And it smells really good too. So at this point, we're gonna add the super basic tomato sauce that's gonna be infused with amazing flavor. Okay. Then we add our fresh basil. Stir it all up. I like to double check since I don't use measuring cups or anything like that. I just want to make sure that like you can see pieces of basil throughout, you know, to make sure that you have enough in there. And then we let that sit. Actually, we want to add some salt. It's really simple cooking. It's butter and salt and okay. And now we let this kind of, I like to keep it, you know, right above simmer. Stir frequently so it doesn't get stuck to the pan. And then we wait for our meatballs to be done. Oh, another important thing. A basic hard Parmigiano, to sprinkle on top of your balls and sauce. We got the balls in the bowl. Our sauce is ready. I tasted it. It's fucking delicious. And then just dump some of that sauce on those balls. Dad really likes parm, so I'm putting a lot. And then we serve Dad. So it's been about 25 minutes. Also, I used a meat thermometer and I checked the internal temperature of the balls, which need to be 140 degrees, and they are. So now we remove them, and here are your balls. Okay, they look a little bit weird. They always do, though. This is just like what happens when you're not a professional. They kind of leak some of the fat. But so I just kind of trim off the fat, you know, and then put the ball in a bowl, add some sauce, sprinkle a little parm on there, and serve it to Dad. So we're gonna do that. Well, cheers to the first episode of Dinner with Dad. Thank you for joining me and letting me tell you about meatballs. Join me next time where I'll be making eggplant parmesan, although that's what Dad wanted, but it's going to be something different because that's too similar to this because it's all about the sauce. Anyway, join me next time. I'll be making something awesome. And